Good morning. I literally had 4 hours of sleep because I couldn't fall asleep. So,
Hello everyone, welcome to this day in my life vlog as a master's student at ESSEC Singapore. I definitely sound a lot more cheerful now than I did at 6 in the morning. First things first, we freshen up, and since the weather in Singapore is hot and humid, I've been neglecting makeup, which saves me a ton of time in the morning. At 6:30 a.m., I leave the house to start the commute to Singapore because yes, I decided not to stay in Singapore for the first half of my time here because rental was just insane, and also my amazing friend in Johor offered to host me, and I gotta admit, life in Johor, at least my experience in the western side, is super chill, and I loved it despite the daily commutes to Singapore. Touchdown in Singapore after an hour or so, and now it's time to make my way to ESSEC. We're currently at the Buona Vista station, and the campus is a 10-minute walk. I mean, just look how green Singapore is. They really do have the landscaping done right. And here we are. I always arrive around 8:15 when I commute in by bus. And so this is the ESSEC Asia Pacific campus in Singapore. The building has 5 floors and we are going all the way up to the cafeteria to grab some coffee. They make it so easy to consume drinks here that it's dangerous. I mean, a flat white for $250? Count me in. Today I'm feeling rather hungry, so we're grabbing a pain au chocolat as well. They taste just as good as they do in France, super buttery and flaky. And since I've got time to kill, I'm going to continue getting some reading done. The book that I'm currently reading is titled How Asia Works, and for those of you who are into politics and economics, I definitely recommend this one. Time to head down for the first class of the day at 8:45. Our lecture this morning is about Singapore's political history starring Lee Kuan Yew. The lectures here are 3 hours long with a short break in between. Personally, I've honestly been enjoying the lectures here. There's so much to learn, especially since I'm coming from an engineering background, so all of this is pretty new for me. I do feel that we have a lot more work here at the Singapore campus compared to my first term in France, and with shorter deadlines as well. So there is a lot to do. Class is over and it's time for lunch, and since our lecture only resumes at 4:30 p.m. today, we decided to go to the city centre for lunch. We are heading to Lau Pa Sat, which is a popular food court in the corporate financial district in Singapore. And the area that we're heading to is called Raffles Place, and you can find many skyscrapers there. So Lau Pa Sat is popular among tourists and locals as well, so the prices are relatively higher. However, it's a pretty iconic spot and I thought it'd be cool to show you guys. But first, a quick stop at 7-Eleven. To be honest, no, it wasn't a quick stop. We just got lost because Raffles Place has 13 different exits. Also, if you're traveling Asia, you should definitely check out the local 7-Eleven stores because you can literally find anything and everything, especially local favorites. Here we are at Lau Pa Sat. The options are endless. Today I was in the mood for Thai food and this dish did look pretty healthy. Once we had lunch, I wanted to check out a bookstore, but first we came across a juice shop, and honestly this is one of the best things here because nothing beats a fresh fruit juice that can cool you down on a hot, humid day, which is pretty much every day. We are on the way to the Orchard district where the Kinokuniya bookstore is located. So Kinokuniya is basically a Japanese bookstore with a huge variety of books, and I do mean huge. I've never been to the one in Singapore, so I'm excited to check this one out. In the end, I ended up purchasing 2 books, but honestly would have just continued if it wasn't for my limited luggage weight. Anyway, after a fun lunch break, it's time to head back to ESSEC for lecture number 2. Lecture number 2 of the day is about negotiating business deals in Asia. So I might have forgot to mention, but courses here are obviously heavily focused on the Asia region, which makes it different from what we learn in France. Once class is over, it's time to head back home, and by that I mean back to Johor. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that little vlog, and if you do have any questions, then drop them in the comment section down below. Ciao!